How long are you gonna escape for? That's the question that's been rattling my brain for quite some time. Not a couple days, not a couple weeks, not a few months. For a while. I think since I had my breakthrough with certain thoughts, I'll just say that. and since I've like kind of, not to say cleared past it, but gotten to a point where it's like it no longer weighs me down, and I'm able to, like, do more. Anyways, that's regardless of the fact. But ever since then, I started realizing and really like isolating my like thoughts and my energy into my bad habits in terms of eliminating it, and then like having to remove parts of yourself that have intertwined with something that is not malicious, but something that is something that holds you back, something that is like repressive. Is that a word? Sometimes I be saying things and I'm like, yo, are these words? I be combining things. Hey, at the end of the day, aren't words all made up? Aren't all words made up? Anyways, look, not to get on topic. my forms of escapism right now, and not to say escaping in itself, I don't think let me say this right. Escapism, to me, there's obviously levels, there's obviously nuances, there's certain circumstances, situations, and then there's varying levels to why something may happen. But regardless, overall, we're not. When I say this, I'm not talking about extremes. I'm not talking about extreme minimalness. I'm not talking about extreme maximum. So say that with a grain of salt. Escapism isn't entirely negative and isn't entirely positive. There's positives and there's negatives, obviously. I think having that, if there's an escape that is a positive escape, like something that it benefits your body, benefits your mind, and maybe you play chess and you're really interested in learning different techniques, different moves, and you're improving your mental capacity to think about things. You're thinking about how chess works and blah blah blah. You're improving, but you put so much of your time where you may be sacrificing other things. That has positives and it has negatives. A negative, consequentially, just a full-on negative. Hey, we'll go for a streak for this. You're doing heroin, buddy. That shit, yeah. Positive. I guess you're forgetting your problems, but that shit is apparently, for what I know, fleeting. Like, it's not a long feeling. And if you, like, for what I would say for myself, it's a fly in my car. Fuckface. Myself, for majority of my life, I would say video games. It was, but it started off as a curiosity, it was an escape, granted, from my environment, externally and internally, but that also helps my creativity, imagination, and blah blah blah. But what I'm saying is, there's positives, and then I was, be honest, smoke a little. Ooh. In the beginning, it was strictly not to say I medicated myself, but how I was taking it was, in my notion, was medication. When I would need it, per se, not need it as in like necessity, but need it as in like okay, things are happening. If we're gonna do this test, we need to put it now, not in terms of, hey, I need this. No. Bro, this fly is actually bothering me. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to get out of my car. I'm not gonna kill you. Go ahead. Fuck. I forgot how to fly. What the hell? Anyways, look. Weed, like I said, started off as like a positive thing, and eventually, I feel like, especially in my family, and I know other people, and there's slight addictive personality traits, there's slight addictive, tendencies in your DNA. You know, there's certain things you're addicted to. And I was thinking about before also, like, I haven't really applied myself. And the only thing I've really put a lot of time into growing up was video games. I put time into other things, but not as much time, because once again, video games to me wasn't an escape. So it's like, as long as I can play it, that's all I'm trying to do. And then, you know, then it starts turning into a bad thing once it starts taking up too much time. Once you start doing it too much, when you start, the other thing is you start getting sacrificed at levels that it shouldn't be, or certain things that shouldn't. There's certain things that are sacrificed. I know a lot of days people escape into obviously an addiction. If you go into, like, there's the whole internet shit from top to bottom, from back to front, corner to corner, diagonal to diagonal, bro. Shit is deep. All the things you can get addicted to. Get addicted to the simplest things. Music. I say that's an addiction. But look, while I'm talking about escaping from myself, there's been too many things personally. It's not like it's like a lot, but there's too many things personally that I'm slipping up on, and there's certain, and those escapes are attached to different avenues, and the avenues that it's attached to, those roots, that's like a fucking oak tree, like a redwood oak, but the tallest, thickest roots. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna say the tallest tree has the thickest roots, but it's probably whatever other tree has the thickest roots. I don't know. Into areas that disrupted. Like imagine a regular paved area, no bricks in it, just smooth. Then imagine now you plant a tree in the middle, blah blah blah, cover it up, then it starts growing. Then the roots, and now say it's like obviously let's say it's a massive tree, 10 times as big as fucking a redwood tree. The roots, the tree, everything about it is still gonna start saying, like, what's it called, mutilating the floor, the ground. Things cracks. It's not gonna be stable. It's not gonna be smooth. It's not gonna be balanced. And sure, it's not necessarily a bad thing per se, but it's not a good thing either. There's more negatives to that than there are positives. But look, I'm a 24-year-old man, and there's a lot of things that weigh into the whole. You got to be better. You got to do more. You got to be more polished. You got to be more organized. Like, you can't be childish for so long. Like, it's good to have that youth, that joy, that enjoyment, that satisfaction, gratitude for life, like a child does, or could, like a child can. But I know I'm a person that has a lot to offer in a lot of ways. There's a lot of avenues I can be successful in. There's a lot of ways I can apply myself. There's a lot of ways I could have and I didn't because of certain reasons, certain escapes. Just really it boils down to escaping in whatever facet it was. Escaping from a problem, escaping to a problem, escaping from one problem to another. Not all the times that I've escaped were bad. Once again, just gotta preface that. It's like, I know I can be better. Externally, I feel like people tend to think I'm put together, even if I am more lackadaisical, more nonchalant, more just relaxed with my presentation, and I'll come across, because I don't take this life shit. This shit is not real to me, bro. Like, this shit just does not feel, bro, like we're missing something. I'm just being honest. We are missing something, or at least I'm missing something, like fundamentally, like on a basis level. Like, once, like, the thing we're missing, if it were to be reintroduced, it's like we were missing this for so long. This, because it's intrinsic. But I digress. There's good times to escape, and there's bad times. There's a good amount to escape, and there's obviously a threshold. Once you pass that, once you break that, once you go past it, you gotta start checking in. Hey, what's going on? Let's get back to it. While we keep doing this, it's a cycle. Like, what is the problem? What lies in the problem? Just a little rant, really. It's a little check-in, you know. Are you escaping from things that you should be addressing? Are you running to things that should be a little bit more limited, or not even present at all? You know, that's dependent on you. That's not dependent on what anybody else thinks, what anybody else does, what you've heard from other people. If it's positive to you, if it doesn't harm anybody, doesn't affect anybody, should you limit that as it past that threshold? Are you at that point? You know, you gotta be real with yourself. You gotta be, gotta be self-aware. Like, what are you doing? Are you doing right by yourself, and you doing right by the people around you? If you don't have people around you that are positive, if you don't have people around you, like, regardless if you are alone, if you were to have a team, the version you are now, in all avenues, how you present yourself, how you look at life, how you view life, and how you act upon life, is there any avenues that you're escaping from that if you were to limit, with the momentum from that, slingshot you forward to further along your path, to a journey that it is that you were waiting for, a journey that consequently is right for you. Well, look, man, we're all on our journey, we're all on our process. Hey, what we realize may not be, what we realize sometimes may not be what we truly know. And what we know may not be what we realize. Sometimes you just throw words around. It's like, does it stick? I don't know. I'm trying to be better. No. I'm actively improving. We struggle, we slip up. We're not perfect. And we're not going to get it right every single time. If we were to get it right every single time, are we really ever improving, actually? Or is it that are we just showing our capabilities? But the act of improving is being bad at something originally, and then improving upon that. Go look outside, man. Go look outside. Go look at nature. Go look at trees. You just look at how trees are right now. Some trees don't have leaves. Just look at the branches, how they intersect, go around each other, how they live with one another. No. Nature faces its problem. Nature faces its problem. Doesn't run away from it. Can't count on other people to save you. You gotta save yourself. You gotta be the one. Because that's one thing that's how you'll truly appreciate it. But a lot of people, maybe most people, not most people, I think a lot of people have to, really go through the mud, like get beat to really learn. And some people really don't learn until it's too late. I'm someone that likes to make a challenge harder, because I feel like once I make it through, because it's not a matter of how or will it happen, but it's a matter of when it'll happen. Come on now. But I like making a problem harder, because I know once I get past that, hey, y'all did that, or y'all did the minimum, or y'all didn't know you could make it. I didn't even choose the hardest difficult. I just made it harder. Hey, but regardless, do better, live life, improve on yourself, be self-reflective, be self-aware, be honest. Start imagining, start visualizing, start making that. Once again, unless you're like one of those, if you have a mindset, if you're in the place in life where you're like, who I am today is perfect, fantastic, I love that. But if you're in a point where you feel like you not need to, but you have to improve, for the betterment of yourself and the betterment of people around you. You know, that version, don't make it, or you can make it as high as you can, but don't let it be rigid. Allow yourself to bloom in multiple capacities. Find your strengths, hone on it first. Once your foundation is solid, the pillars you can start adding, the different levels, different floors. Now, we as humans have depth, you know? We're not shallow. And if you are shallow, you only have a few things, and you're not even truly like a what's the word? I don't know, savant with it. Whether it be application, whether it be just theory stuff, just knowledge. Like, I'm rambling, to be honest, at this point. 16 minutes, hope you have a good day. Peace and love. And yeah, keep learning from one another.